Hey nerds, this is Jamel from Nerd Watchers, and today I'm going to be talking about the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies lineup, Phase 3.
Woohoo!
So, first off, let's start with Captain America Civil War. So, it's pretty much going to be about Captain America and Iron Man being put together head to head again for the registration or who's your boss type of agreement with the government, and Captain America doesn't want it, and Iron Man's for it, so they're pretty much going to clash together. So next up, we got Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, he's he's a little mysterious. I I've read about him. I like him. He's not my favorite character, but pretty much he is a surgeon who gets in an accident, messes up his hands. I think they have like a little tremor type of thing going on after the accident. So it pretty much ruins his career. So then he's in search for a cure or something to help fix his injured hands. And he happens upon the Ancient One, who makes him his apprentice, and he becomes a sorcerer after that. Doctor Strange is most likely going to be played by Benedict Cumberbatch, and he's a pretty good actor from what I hear. I've never watched any of his stuff, but I think he would be a good Doctor Strange just by looking at him. So then next we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I'm excited for because Guardians of the Galaxy 1 was my favorite movie, and I'm just excited for the sequel to it. And it is pretty much going to be taking place um, with Star Lord looking for his father and figuring out things of his past, and Thanos may or may not make an appearance in the movie. I think he will, but it won't be as big as it was in the first one. So I think that it will kind of tie him in. It might show something with an Infinity Gem, it might not, but we'll see. So then next we have Thor Ragnarok. So Ragnarok refers to the end of all things or something along those lines. Pretty much destruction of like everything. And it's gonna pretty much have Thor trying to stop that or reverse the effects of it happening or something. And it happens every couple centuries or something like that. So I'm excited for it because Thor is one of my favorite characters, and Ragnarok is a pretty big story arc. And it's supposed to take place right after the events of Age of Ultron, which is coming out in May. I'm really excited for that too. So then after Ragnarok, we got Black Panther. Black Panther also makes an appearance in the Civil War, so we'll get to see maybe his little origin part in that, and then he'll just have a full blown movie, or maybe he'll just show up in Civil War and then his origin will be told in his movie. But pretty much he is the heir to the throne of Wakanda, which is a fictional African island, I believe it is, or it's a country in Africa. Um, so they are technologically advanced, and they have the world's only supply of vibranium, or their vibranium mine, whatever you want to call it. And then, so they are rich beyond belief. It's retarded how much money they have, but everybody can be jealous. It don't bother them. So then after that we have Avengers Infinity War Part 1. It's broken down into two parts because it's such a big story arc. This one I believe is going to take place on Earth. Um, Thanos might recover or obtain, I should say, the other gems and then come to Earth for the last one or two. Um, Something like that, maybe. It's not really said yet. And then he might leave. So then part two might take place elsewhere. So then we got Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel. There's different iterations of it. This is the female Captain Marvel, not the Captain Marvel, which is a Kree. Uh, this one, she does get her powers from the Kree, but she returns to Earth and she lives there. But so I think that she, her whole movie is going to mainly take place off Earth, then happen, and then come back and do her little story on Earth. So she's going to have to do with the Kree, maybe Guardians of the Galaxy too. So we don't know. After that, we got Inhumans. Inhumans, they are an amazing story. I love reading stuff on the Inhumans. Uh, they're led by the royal family. Royal family has a king named King, which is a man named Black Bolt. Black Bolt may be played by Vin Diesel. I'm hoping it is. That's all they've been showing is they're trying to get Vin Diesel, which would be cool because he doesn't even have to talk and like he could just play that part just really well. I mean, there's even less words than what he played for Groot, which are none. So he might say one word for his sonic ability through his voice, which would be ridiculous because if he does that, then something's gonna break or city's gonna be leveled. I don't know. But then after Inhumans, we have Avengers: Infinity War Part 2, and I think that one's gonna take place off Earth and in space or on some other planet, and he's gonna have the gauntlet on at that point, and people are gonna die. And if they don't die, then they're doing something wrong, because 50% of the whole universe is supposed to die when he gets that gauntlet. I don't think they'll do that, but somebody's got to die. It's just has to happen. So that's it for all of our movies for the Phase 3 Marvel Universe. And we have the DC lineup coming up, and that is going to be done by Kyrie. So this is Nerd Watchers. I'm Jamal. Like, subscribe, share, and let us know what movies that you're excited for, which movies you don't really care for, and which movies you would like to see added to the lineup, or in the future after the lineup, Phase 4, or whatever they're going to call it next. And just let us know what you think. See you later, nerds.